There is an old saying that a dog is a man's best friend. And based on my family's experience after adopting my dog Camp 6 years ago, I can 100% say that that is a true statement. If you were to look around an animal shelter, you would notice a wide variety of ages and breeds. Some dogs are old, some dogs are young, some are mixed breeds, and some are purebred. Yet despite this, thousands of dogs each year go unadopted in animal shelters. While breeders continue to mass produce purebred dogs, many in shelters are overlooked and ultimately they are euthanized in the shelters because they do not have an adopter. The problem is overpopulation. Many people would rather purchase a purebred dog or a young puppy compared to a mixed breed dog or an adult dog, which are usually in the shelters. According to the American Humane Society, every year millions of dogs and cats are euthanized in our nation's animal shelters because there are more pets than there are reasonable homes for them. The fact of the matter is that when there is a high demand for purebred dogs and young puppies, breeders and puppy mills will continue to produce them. And when they produce these dogs, the majority of these dogs happen to be in crowded and unsanitary environments. And the dogs that are in shelters, which are usually the older dogs that are overlooked, continue to stay there. The high rates of euthanized animals are usually the older dogs because puppy mills and breeders continue to produce purebreds, which are often adopted. Most people say that these purebred dogs are better behaved, easier to train, or better to train. But the fact of the matter is that most mixed breed dogs are usually healthier because they have a wider gene pool. I have two quick stories about friends of mine who have adopted purebred dogs and mixed breed dogs. The first one is about a friend of mine who recently purchased a purebred golden retriever to replace their old hunting dog who was too old to hunt anymore. When they sent this dog off to training, it mysteriously died of a heart attack. This happened after they had invested thousands of dollars into this dog. Now, this is not saying that all purebred dogs are bad and they will have health issues, but this is just saying that sometimes this can happen. The second story is about a friend of mine dog whose name is Wally. Now, Wally is a mixed breed. He's a German Shepherd, German Shorthair Pointer mix. And he was trained for pheasant hunting. And when the owners of this dog sent him off to be trained, the trainer said that they would find them a real hunting dog. Now, Wally is this very small dog with two different colored eyes, so he does not look very much like a hunting dog. But they did not listen to this trainer and instead sent him to a different trainer. And 5 years later, Wally has far exceeded our expectations and is continuing to improve each and every year. So what is the cause of this problem? Well, the biggest thing is puppy mills and backyard breeders. According to Mabel the rescue dog, puppy mills and backyard breeders are the main factors for the dog overpopulation problem. They breed dogs for profit, not caring about health or who buys the puppies. Unethical breeders constantly produce puppies and give them to anyone who will take them. So that's the reason so many dogs are ending up at shelters. Also, according to PAWS, the Progressive Animal Welfare Society, puppy mills are commercial breeding facilities that mass produce dogs and cats in cat mills for sales through pet stores or directly to consumers through classified ads or the internet. Roughly 90% of puppies in pet stores come from puppy mills. These puppy mills and backyard breeders often operate with little to no regulations, so the dogs that they produce are in overcrowded and unsanitary conditions, and they continue to breed these dogs to maximize their profit. And when they do this, they sell them to anyone who will take them, which often leads to irresponsible and unprepared owners. And when these irresponsible and unprepared owners realize that they cannot properly care for the dog, they either abandon them or put them into a shelter, which further increases the overpopulation problem. When quantity over quality is the main focus, the overpopulation crisis will continue. Also, on the fact of animals entering shelters, according to PAWS, every year 6 to 8 million animals enter shelters nationwide. Sadly, only about 15% of people with pets in the United States adopted them from a shelter or rescue group, leaving so many deserving pets behind. The majority of these animals that are adopted from shelters usually tend to be the young puppies or the specific breeds. And the older dogs tend to stay there the rest of their lives since no one wants to live there. No one wants to adopt them. Or if they don't live there their whole life, they are often euthanized. So how can we fix this problem? The best thing we can do is to adopt rather than to shop from these unethical backyard breeders. According to the Worldwide Veterinary Service, by adopting, you are caring for a dog that already needs support instead of bringing another puppy into the world. A great example of this is my family and our adopting Cam. So Cam came to a shelter from a reservation in North Dakota as a scrawny, malnourished puppy. We started by fostering him, and then we eventually fell in love and ended up adopting him, and now we cannot imagine our lives without him. Fostering is a great opportunity if you do not want to fully commit to adopting a dog. Coco's Heart Dog Rescue is a dog rescue place in Hudson, Wisconsin, and they take dogs from euthanizing shelters or reservations like Cam was, and they give them forever homes, or they give them a foster while they wait for a forever home. According to Coco's Heart, Coco rescues animals in need without discriminating against breeds or ages. This rescue operates with the help of hundreds of dedicated volunteers, all working toward the common goal of saving the lives of animals in need and giving them the love they deserve. Thus, Coco's Heart is a great representation of how we can fight against overpopulation crisis. Every dog deserves love, but a lot of them never get that chance to be loved. There are not enough homes and too many dogs, and the breeding and puppy mills lead to this overpopulation crisis. So what I can ask you to do is to go out if you are looking for a dog and adopting one from a local shelter like Coco's Heart. And if you do not want to adopt right away, try fostering one, because there is certainly a dog out there that is willing to fill your life with love, tail wags, licks, and more love like Cam has done for our family.